put into ensuring that we go live. Um, I'm just the talent here. Okay. I don't do
And Jason, we
anything.
are live in
There we
YouTube
are.
world and Facebook land. Or the other way
Yes.
around, Facebook world and YouTube land,
It's
whichever it
good to see
is.
you. It's good to see you, Kathy. It's good to see everybody out there. How are you doing, Kathy, on what actually right now is a pretty stormy looking day, which I got to be honest with you, I'm kind of okay with.
It's kind of nice to have the wintry weather back, kind of. I did
Sure
enjoy
is.
the cold, dry weather, but it's okay that it's a little bit wet. Just want to remind people that if they're out there traveling, we are expecting some cold temperatures. So build a little
Yes.
extra time into your commute drive if you're driving, and your commute walk if you're walking, because we don't want anybody hurrying and slipping
Right.
because of it, whether that's
And
in your
don't,
car
yeah.
or on your, on your commute otherwise.
Hey, and just like your mother used to say, stay warm. Okay, wear a raincoat, maybe put on some layers. You don't have a
Mm-hmm.
big thick jacket. Layers actually for me is a little better. I love to put on a good base layer, maybe a little lighter secondary layers, and then I have my jacket. And then, if it gets warmer throughout the day, then I can kind of just shed those layers rather than having to just go off just with one jacket or something. So yeah, stay safe out there too. And make sure whatever you do put on and however you are out there commuting, that you are very safe by doing what, Kathy? Being what?
Being bright and being seen. Get
That's
those
right. You got to
lights
be
on, and
seen.
if you need lights, we have an opportunity coming up for you to get them directly from us. Right, Jason?
Absolutely. Yes, we do have an opportunity that's coming up pretty soon. It is called what we call in our neck of the woods, an outreach event. But really, we're going to go
Mm-hmm.
share and spend some time with some wonderful people, other service providers, and individuals who need our help at what is called locally around here the Project Homeless Connect on Tuesday, right, Kathy? From 10
Exactly.
to 2.
10 to 2 at the Seaside Civic and Convention Center. It
Yeah.
technically, the technical term for us, for our job for this, is an
Yes.
outreach event. But
Yep.
really, it's a public event, and that's what that means, is that we're there for the public, and we will be
Yep.
there in person to reach out to you.
Yeah, and it's so much nicer to be in this specific area. We do other outreach events, right, Kathy? We
Mm-hmm.
go to a variety of places. We this show
Is
is
an
an
outreach event.
outreach. Yes, exactly. So there are many different types of outreach events that we do. This one is so cool, or some like this are cool because we get to have that personal interaction directly with individuals who they're not doing anything else other than wanting to come and learn about the particular services that are there, specifically ours, transportation, right?
Right. Well, and this one is a larger outreach event. And
Yeah.
so we will be attending Project Homeless Connect at the Seaside Civic and Convention Center from 10 to 2, as Jason said, on Tuesday, January 31st.
Yep.
And it is an event that is going to be providing services and information for our
Yep.
houseless community in the area. And
Yes.
you can get there by riding the bus. Go figure.
Absolutely. Yeah. For free.
Exactly, which is a very good
Yes.
price because we have combined Project Homeless Connect
Right.
with Sunset Empire Transportation District has coupled that day with our Rider Appreciation Day. And so
Thank you, writers.
all rides within Sunset Empire Transportation District, Clatsop County area for that day are free.
Yep.
And
Whoa. There's an and
there's
in
an
here.
and. Wait, there's more. And you also have outreach event that is going on specifically at Sunset Empire Transportation District
Yep.
offices. So both the transit office in Seaside and the transportation center in Astoria will have some outreach going on there too, to thank
Absolutely.
all of our riders. So this is not only about Project Homeless Connect, it is
Yeah.
also to thank all of our riders.
It's going to be a big day, Kathy. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a big day. And I just want to quickly go down a very quick list here, okay? So I'm gonna be very fast on this. Follow me if you can. If you've got any questions, don't forget to comment in our comment section here. We always reply back to people and everything. But at Project Homeless Connect, there's a lot of things that you can do while you're there. If you got employment information, that's going to be local, that local employment information. There's legal resources for whatever you may need for that. Immunizations, okay? Hearing, because I can't hear very well. I might be yelling into the microphone. I'm sorry, but hearing and even sight screenings that are there. Very important. Diabetic screenings are going to be there. I know they've had it before. This is the first time that I've heard that. I'm like, oh yes, they got diabetic screenings. There's so many people out there with undiagnosed diabetes or untreated diabetes that are going to be benefited with this. So good job, Homeless Connect, on that. And among other things, drug and alcohol recovery information, housing information, like Kathy said before, even SNAP, which is your food stamps, and OHP applications. All these very important services are going to be there, more than what I just spoke about. But that is, in a whole, what I want to try to bring up is, so as a whole, transportation being a part of that as well, they're under one roof. Well, Kathy and I and others, hopefully, are going to be at a table in a booth breaking down what we do. And one of the ways that we break down what we do there and how we figure out what you need is sometimes through surveys. Now, I know people are going to say surveys, right, Kathy? But there's a reason why it's important when we're at these events is to survey people.
Right. And we, Jason and I, try and keep them quick and painless as possible.
Yes.
And at the same time, this is really important, valuable process that we have to go through. That we then, through this interaction of a survey, are able to get information from the public, the people that we are reaching out to, so that we have data. So that we have data to back up suggestions and ideas that we might have, or that you might give us, so that we can build programs and projects around that. Because our programs need funding, and in order to continue that funding, the people that give us that funding want data. And so that's something that we need from you. And in exchange, we aren't just asking you for something and figuring you're going to give it to us. It'd be nice out of out of the generosity of your heart, but we also have something to give back.
Absolutely. Yes. And Kathy, you've done such a great job in compiling what we call them prizes, but more like kind of a thank you gift, right? In some ways for filling out our surveys. So there will be a variety of items there that are very transportation specific, can help you in dealing with the public transportation system here, and some cases even helping you stay safe. So yes, please come and visit us, learn about transportation, and thank you so much for doing a survey if you've got that opportunity there, and then get one of our, and I call them enhanced prizes, enhanced gifts. I don't know, but they're just a little something more than what you'd find directly on our table.
Right. They're a little extra because you're giving us a little extra.
Yep.
So we're trying to reciprocate and be able to compensate you for your time and the information that you're willingly sharing with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And Kathy, another thing too is part of what those surveys do. They help, and you've said this, they inform us on, yes, getting data out to the people who provide the funding for this, but they inform us also on what our community needs and the type of information that we should be bringing to these outreach events and all that kind of stuff. And so we have targeted information. Kathy, with your program, you've got a bevy of information. With my program, I've got a bunch of information as well too. But this year I did everything I could, and you've always done a great job at this, is making the message short and sweet and bite size. And I don't know why that is so important, but it sure sounds good.
Well, I mean, how do you feel when you're being hammered with, a list of people just reading and reading and reading and reading and reading? Well, you either tune out or you move on to something else.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
That's either physically or mentally. And we don't want that. We know that the information we have is important. And so we're going to give it to you in bite-sized chunks and in a way that it is what you need, not
Yeah,
just, we're going to give you information about stuff that has no relevance to you whatsoever. And so
sure.
that is a great way to circle back around to, why do we do outreach?
Yeah, exactly. It's so that we can help provide this information to people so that
Mm-hmm.
we can, I mean, by providing the information, doing the surveys and all that kind of stuff, and through this outreach, we learn so much more about our community. We engage with our community, and that gives us such an opportunity to be able to uh, be specific and not, like you said, not waste anybody's time. Just really
Right.
get right to the heart of the matter so that people can experience transportation, and definitely not get that, like you were mentioning, just get that overload of stuff and just want to move on. So look forward to doing that.
Absolutely. And personally, I feel like the best way to get information to people is for them to get to know you a little bit. And so that
Right.
everybody out there knows we're people just like them. We don't
Absolutely.
live in some castle someplace up on the hill and have no association and don't deal with any of these issues ourselves. We do. We deal with these
Yes.
issues also. And
Right.
we're out there and we're willing to work together to come to some sort of conclusion or end outcome that is helpful. And often that's just finding out who to get the information from or how to
Yep.
connect people. And so we do outreach.
And so, Kathy, just to kind of round out our show here today, because it always goes by so fast, but a very
Mm-hmm.
important topic that I want to kind of discuss here for a little bit is, okay, fine, we got all this information, we're doing this outreach, we're humming along like we do and stuff, and it's a lot of fun, right? But there comes a time where there are people who may need our help on site. Now, I don't know about you, but I really, really do enjoy the opportunity to sometimes go off to the side with an individual and be more specific. If someone says, look, I have got an issue that I need to work on, I can work with those people. So if you've got more questions than just what our answer to you by coming to our booth and having a short hello and maybe even filling out a survey,
Mm-hmm.
you can speak to any of us that are at that booth, and we
Mm-hmm.
can give you more targeted, more specific information and spend a little more time with you one-on-one if needed. And that's something that we've done before in the past, and it seemed to work out pretty well.
Yes, it's a great way for us to start those connections. And
Right.
I know, Jason, last time we were at the Seaside Civic and Convention Center, you did outreach in the moment. There was
Yep.
somebody there that needed some assistance, and you jumped right on it and went and did a travel training right then and there. And
Yep.
and that was only the beginning.
It was only the beginning, yes. And then another individual, the same thing, just needed a little more what I, enhanced, one-on-one, training at that moment. We went out, worked on it, and then later on, about a month or so later, I got a call back from that individual because they took my information. They did exactly what we had trained to do on that specific day, but they had more questions.
Mm-hmm.
They had more questions on what to do regarding how to get to another specific route. Maybe they were a little further out than what they thought in the first place. So I went out, met with them, and did a more full on-site travel training with them. So yeah, that connection is so important. And so when we're at these outreach events and you have more questions than maybe just that little bit of time has to offer you, don't forget, Kathy and I, we always come with our cards, which are specific ways to get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us that way immediately after that if you want to talk a little further. And we can, I know Kathy is always willing and able to help with this too.
Mm-hmm.
We can just answer your further questions that you have about transportation and how you can utilize it.
Absolutely. It's only the beginning if that is
Yep.
what indeed is needed. If that's all you need is that blip of information, we're
Yeah.
happy to give that too, but it can also be a starting point and we can
Yep.
move on from there and continue to do individual, group, whatever outreach and communications assistance people need. That's what we're there for. And guess what, Jason?
Yeah, we're coming to the end of that showtime, aren't we?
Yeah, we're down to the end of our show and we are keeping this nice and short and tight so that you're not getting overwhelmed like we were
Yep.
talking about, practicing what we were talking about. And if you want more information before Tuesday, you know how to get it. Drop
Yep.
it in the comments, leave us a little note, and we'll reach back out to you. either that or just see us on Tuesday.
We look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Remember, Project Homeless Connect and Writer Appreciation Day. We're thankful that we get to be a part of those two things. Writers, everyone is writing for free on that day.
Yes, Tuesday, January 31st. And make sure you drop by one of the two offices, or when you get on the bus, you will get, there's some prize opportunities. There's lots of stuff going on. We're really bringing out the whole team to be out there, to be there for you, to thank you, and to participate in our outreach for that day.
Whew, I can't wait, Kathy. Even this
It's
rain, it doesn't matter. It's a party. Yeah. No matter rain, snow, shine, it doesn't matter. We're there. We're going to have a fun day. So, Kathy, it's been a pleasure speaking with you today. It's been a pleasure getting the show out to Facebook and to YouTube. I hope many people watch it. Again, if you have questions, don't forget to comment down below. Like and share really helps us out. So have a great day. If you have some popcorn, eat it.